Hi, I'm Jania Bailey, CEO of FranNet. Welcome back to our series on business ownership, where we'll be exploring the different options for going into business. Now, here's an interesting thing. We know that 3 out of 4 people who sit down with a FranNet consultant are going to take a job if it's offered. Why would they do that? I mean, they come to us saying, I'm done with corporate America. I want to explore business ownership. This is what I need in my life. They go through the process, yet when the job is offered, they jump at it. So we've asked, why would you take that job at this point? And here's some of the answers. Risk. They think a job is safer. Or I'll wait until the economy is better. This can't possibly be a good time to go into business. Money. Not sure if I have enough, not even sure what it's going to cost to get into business. Do I have the knowledge and the education needed to be successful? Do I have the right skill set? And then when you look at skill sets, a lot of us have been siloed in corporate America. And do I have the range of skills I need to be a successful business owner? So let's look at and think about something. How safe is a job? You've been out of work, you've been looking for jobs, you've looked at franchising, you get a job offer, you take it. Man, it feels great in the beginning. Got that paycheck, got those benefits back in place. But how long is it safe? How long before this company is bought out? How long before they do a reorg and they cut out certain levels of the company? How long will you feel safe? Is this going to meet your long-term security needs? So jobs feel really safe in the short run, but over time, less and less safe. Owning a business, complete opposite. Anybody who tells you they weren't scared when they went into business is not being honest with you. There is risk. Of course there is. But the risk is primarily on the front end. Once you hit that break-even point and you begin to, kind of hit your rhythm with that running the business day to day, it's going to continue to grow and the risk is going to be minimized. So complete opposite. Job, safe in the front end, scarier over time. Starting a business, scary in the front end and safer over time. Let's look at risk reality. Rules have changed. My mom is a 35-year retiree after 35 years, retired from Bell South. And I can remember growing up hearing Mom talk about Bell South will take care of me. Bell South, Bell South, Bell South. Well, Bell South doesn't even exist anymore. It's now part of AT&T. For most of us, a 35-year career with a company is a pipe dream. It just doesn't happen. What we need to be thinking about instead is income security. How do I build my skills and translate those skills into income for myself? Not so much how do I secure myself within this organization. Now, we talked about business ownership is going to have risk. I like for us to think at FranNet when we're looking at concepts, how do we minimize that risk? So I want us to consider brands that are going to do well in all economic climates. I'm really shy of anything that has a fad feel to it. It's here today, will it be there tomorrow? I want to see those tried and true brands and concepts within a type of industry that have done well. So as we look at each of these, you're going to see some of the things that I say make economic sense. I look at brands that are driven by demographics. Right now, the baby boomers are having a huge impact on all things related to senior type services, whether it's at-home care for our parents or maid services and home modifications for ourselves. Things we used to do and we can't do anymore. We're looking for getting that help at home. So that's a big growing segment, everything touched by those senior services. Essential services, and people say, well, what do you mean by that? It's a service that you get regardless of what else is going on. Hair care. We women are going to get our hair done regardless of everything else in the world. Now, I may not go to the high-end salon and pay $200 or $300, but I will get my hair done. So if you doubt the essential need of hair services, go to any Great Clips on a Saturday morning and see the lines there. Fitness. Another area we've seen a big change in, so it's not just the big box gyms anymore. There's a lot of boutique fitnesses that are zeroing in on certain needs and desires of the buying public. Automotive. Automotive services have been around forever, and they will continue to be so because we all have to have our cars cared for in some manner. And when the economy is down or slow, we tend not to buy that new car, but to take extra care of the car we have. Damage restoration. These are services that are kind of unique, and until I got in this industry, I'll admit I didn't think much about it. But every time there's a fire, flood, hurricane, tornado, there's damage, and that damage has to be repaired. Now, the consumer is not the one that pays for that, it's the insurance companies. And it is an essential service. You can't just leave everything sitting there demolished and not rebuilt. So damage restoration is a huge industry. And then, of course, there's businesses that help other small businesses. This is always in need. And in a down economic time, it's amazing how many small businesses will be reaching out for additional help, whether it's in how to cut costs or staffing, sales, training, whatever it may be. So as you're looking at concepts, what I want you to do is kind of take a step back and go, what is the necessity of this brand? Is this something that people are still going to need next week, next month, regardless of what else is going on? You know, we look at things and say, there's all of these different types of services that continue. It's kind of the tried and true, and a lot of them aren't very sexy or exciting, but they make a lot of money. Thank you for joining us today. To learn more about business ownership, visit our website, FranNet.com.